Hello bandits. Courtesy of the folks at Square Enix, I've been looking through their sprawling HD 2D RPG Octopath Traveller II. This is the new adventure from Square Enix, introducing 8 new travellers. Forming a party, you are able to follow just one story thread or each of these individually as you embark through a stunningly rendered pixel art world. Each of the 8 travellers has their own story, and picking one to begin with isn't an easy task. Once you do, that character will be your primary traveller until you reach the final chapter. However, when you meet other travellers along your journey, either by accident or by design, you'll be able to embrace new capabilities or journey along their story instead. The class and job system provides echoes of retro Final Fantasy titles, and this second instalment in the series really seems to take what the first one did well and build on it hugely. Octopath Traveller II also introduces new mechanics which really make it stand out on its own. The ones that have struck us are the day-night cycle, which changes each character's unique path actions, latent powers and story choices, as well as smaller elements such as being able to travel by boat to explore more of Celestia. We can't fit all of these new features into our video here, but you can read about them in the extended written review at pixelbandits.org. Octopath Traveller II is rated by PEGI at 12 and above and by the ESRB as T for Teen. This includes fantasy violence, mild language, suggestive themes and use of alcohol and tobacco. There are some areas of concern here for younger gamers. Language is relatively mild, but it does use some which we wouldn't like our micro bandits under 10 hearing. Fantasy violence isn't a huge issue within battles, with each of the enemies disappearing into the wind rather than any serious blood or gore. Our main concerns here lie primarily within sexual content. Within the game you will have to perform tasks such as stealing the clothes of a brothel girl, and in addition there are other innuendos and scenes such as guards trying to persuade a female character to engage in sexual activity. While there's nothing graphic, it's certainly one which might open up some awkward conversations with younger gamers, and while it's not horrendous, we're rating it as some concerned and would say you should probably stick above the age rating of 12. In terms of accessibility, there is a lot of reading involved here, as you might likely expect, but the strict turn-based nature of the title means that it's pretty laid back. Saving your game must be done at specific save points, but we found these to be fairly regular throughout the world, making it relatively easy to pick up and put down. There are also tooltips available for pretty much everything in the menu system, making it easy to find your way around. Overall, Octopath Traveller II is picking up an accessibility rating of low barrier here, mostly due to the amount of reading involved. And with that stacked up onto our rundown, our 5-point rating for Octopath Traveller II. Gameplay 5. The gameplay in this one really manages to build on what made the first title great. The new day-night cycle and path actions and choices within the character's story arc is really good. I cannot stress enough how much I love the returning break and boost battle system, but latent powers bring a whole new aspect to combat. The gameplay here embraces Square Enix's rich history of fantasy RPGs while adding unique features to make it stand among them in its own right. Visuals 5. If you thought that the visuals from the first Octopath couldn't be bettered, prepare to be wrong. The HD 2D visuals here are stunning, and whether you are walking around the world or engaged in combat, Octopath Traveller 2 again looks back at the older generation of fantasy RPGs while bringing it right up to date with HD effects. This blend of pixel art and new effects is quite literally jaw-dropping, even here on the Nintendo Switch on a portable platform. Audio 5. The soundtrack for Octopath Traveller 2 is absolutely fantastic. Mixed together with the dramatic score, effects are also very well crafted. But on top of this is the quality and scale of voice-acted roles, which include every conversation we've had in-game, which is absolutely incredible. Narrative 5. Each traveller comes with their own story, and no matter who you begin with, you'll get to choose to replay the first chapter for all travellers, either when you meet them or by selecting it within a tavern afterwards. Each character's story does feel genuinely unique and brings a weaving narrative. And new to the series, building on the feedback from the first title, is shared paths where travellers will briefly work together within short story segments. Replay 4. With 8 individual character stories to follow and a heap of side quests in each area, there is a lot to sink your teeth into within this title. While we might leave it a little while before jumping back into an entirely new game, there is significant playtime available here within just one playthrough. Overall, the Pixel Bandits Traveller level for Octopath Traveller 2 is an outstanding 10 out of 10. This is the first 10 on 10 we've given this year, and Octopath Traveller 2 definitely deserves it. With upgraded visuals, incredible sound, excellent returning features and more unique elements building on its predecessor, this one really stands out. So much so that we've not been able to fit everything we loved into this short video, so please do go and check out the extended written review. Octopath Traveller 2 really showcases the pedigree of Square Enix. The title brings echoes of retro Final Fantasy, Saga and Bravely Default, and, more importantly, it takes the foundations laid by these and the first Octopath Traveller and builds on it to provide a title which excels in nearly every area. If you're a fan of old school RPG titles, then you absolutely must get your hands on Octopath Traveller 2 as soon as possible. As ever, to provide this review and our Common Sense Parents Guide, we received one free copy of Octopath Traveller 2 from the folks at Square Enix. And that's all we've got for you today. Check out the extended review at pixelbandits.org for more information on this one. If you found this helpful, a like, comment, share or follow might not cost you anything, but it really goes a long way to helping Pixel Bandits remain ad-free and independent. Either way, we hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.